like there's a lot of panting. Lynette Oxley for SHAC Tactical TV, and welcome to the circus. There's quite a bit of panting from very hot dogs, and we're here in the trailer, which is ready for the road for next month. Welcome, Paul.
Hi Lynette, hello viewers.
Just a bit hot in here, hey?
Sure, I tell you. Look, it's been steaming in Joburg the last couple of days. So we're outside here, parked on top of the parking lot, next to the granadillo trees, looking out over the solar panels in our nicely grassed container, or our nicely grassed trailer. I don't know if you can show them the nice grassing here. Look at this. So one of the, as you know, this is an invention, this trailer. So as we've gone along, we've discovered the flaws in the trailer. One of the flaws was we had aluminium tread plate on the floor. The floors. Anyway, so the problem with that is that it would reflect so much sun into our eyes that you literally couldn't focus on anything inside the trailer, because the sun would come in from everywhere and just glare off the floor. So we decided to put faux grass down. We split the deck because the deck was too big.
He did fall on top of you.
Well, yeah, well, the roof fell on top of me last Friday. You know those survival videos where the guys rig up these deadfall traps with a flat rock and a trigger stick, and then they squash little mice and stuff? So the roof on this thing is 6 meters long by 2 meters wide, and it's hinged in the middle. And I was trying to pack the roof away last Friday afternoon, and the stick that I was using to prop it up with split. And the thing came and swatted me like one of those deadfall traps, schmeck, on the side of my head, and I ended up with a concussion and bleeding from everywhere. And in any case, that's the kind of stuff we're prepared to do for you guys. Bleed.
And
anyway,
both puppies are with us.
And now both puppies. I don't think you guys have ever seen violence before. This is the little violence that everybody needs in their lives. Hey, my girl.
Stop it licking me.
Anyway. So the whole circus has decided to join us up here. Also, the cushions that we bought a cheapo garden set, plastic and metal garden set, but it had these literally paper thin cushions, which didn't really work. And they were beige coloured, so we had these cushions made by a guy just down the road from us.
Much more comfortable.
It's much more comfortable. It's
probably still sleep on this. Well, I can, not you.
Yeah, no, I would have to sleep in an L shape.
Exactly.
In any case, so we're all ready for our. We were supposed to be out on the range today with podcast and chill. But the guys, so what's happened is they've discovered that the competence material, it actually needs to be read first, and then the self study needs to be done before they come on course.
And they said they don't want to do themselves a disservice, so they would rather come prepared.
Which is fantastic. So they postponed by a week or two.
I think it's going to be middle March, but we will have
Right. But in any case, but then the trailer, we've got a couple more things that we're doing on the trailer still, and by then everything will be completed, and we'll be able to host them on our live show. So we're very happy about the way the trailers come together. It's just steamy hot today, but it is what it is.
Progress with our new service.
Our new services. We're still working with the developers. They have there's two separate developers doing different developments. There's two separate developers doing separate developments, and the one development will be complete will be rolled out by the end of this month. So all the new members coming on board will take, and at the moment we're busy adding in extra elements to the new developments. So for example, we've just secured a deal with Wildland magazine, which is the largest published electronically published. Guns and Wildlife and Hunting magazine in South Africa, and there will be every month we'll have a free edition for all of our members, which they'll be able to download directly from the new system.
Mind the cable.
Yeah, just watch the UGI and the network cabling. Anyway, so that's another nice thing which we're adding into it.
It's really actually exciting. I've been so busy that
the membership offering is huge, and it's going to be, there's so much more that we're giving back to the members.
So just be a bit patient a little bit longer.
Yeah, but it's literally 2 weeks away. On the one offering, and the other offering we're still working on it. But that other offering is the one that we're hoping is going to be able to link directly into the CFR system.
So it is what is happening
that's very important. That's very important too. No, we're working on that as well. We've made a lot of suggestions and they've made a lot of changes to us. They have to, but in order to accommodate us, they have to make quite a few other changes.
Okay.
So it's worth giving them the time.
Okay.
Breeze.
It's lovely.
Wonderful. Anyway.
Okay.
So it's.
What else?
Okay, so I've spoken about the trailer upgrades, I've spoken about progress with the new services, I've spoken about podcast and chill, rescheduled. So Lynette, tell me a bit about your...
So I was approached by, I'm not a very big soapy fan or anything, so I didn't know what it was, by one of the people that work with us, and it's Skiem Som, I'm not sure it's how exactly you're saying it. But there is an insert in one of the programs, or one of the, what do you call it, programs, what do you call it, the episodes, that's the right word, that one of the main actresses, Kwezi Kezi, needs to she wants to learn how to handle a gun, and she wants to do it the right way. So
of course she came to GOSA, because right there in the name.
Sam, I think her name is Sam McKeezy. So she's already gone through all of the practicalities of handling a firearm, and it's actually very interesting that they actually want to do it the right way.
Yeah.
And she shot all of the different types of firearms, all four of the different.
Not the Alec Baldwin one.
No, I did mention that to her.
Oh, okay.
But what an amazing woman. Eager to learn. She still has to do the written tests and stuff, but she wants to take her time and make sure that she also knows the legalities behind owning a firearm. So
you know, there's 147 members of the cast. 147. That's a big bloody production by local standards. Big.
So we're actually doing the filming, and we're helping with them with the filming next Sunday.
Next Sunday.
So,
okay, fantastic.
Which is great. So it's exciting, and it was very interesting for me that they actually approached and they wanted to do it the right way. Fatty nearly fell off the deck. Sorry.
She's not fat. She's not fat.
A little bit broad.
She's just very well built. Sorry, the Staffy's mine. That out of control Rottweilers is Lynette's.
It is. Okay, what else is there? Bolts.
Okay, so our bolts have come back into season. So every now and then on GOSA's Facebook group, some guy pipes up and talks about what bolts does he need. He can't find the right size bolts for his safe because the ones that are specified are too short, or the ones that they can buy in the hardware stores are too short, etc., 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 blah blah blah. And then we have to, they went to such and such a hardware store, and they were at Leroy Merlin, and they were at Builders, and they can't get the right bolts, and they say to them that these ones will be okay, and are these ones going to be okay? And then we've got to get back to them and say to them, guys, we give you the bolts for free. GOSA members get the bolts for free, and they come in the pack. From Marathon Tools, they come in a pack with the right length bolts and the right diameter washers. And more than that, we actually give them to you in a little pack. And the little pack contains all sorts of handy things. Of course it has a GOSA has my 6 sticker, because GOSA has your 6. It has a certificate inside here, which you can put into your motivation packs and your document packs. Certificate of Compliance of Mounting Hardware. South African Bureau of Standards Specification 9531 requires the following mountings to hardware. And then it goes on to describe it, and it says here that we now certify that this is the correct hardware. Beyond that, beyond that, it has, of course, the hardware, and then it has two handy little stickers with the GOSA logo on, and it says in compliance with SABS 953-1. So you can put it on the outside or the inside door of your safe, and if your DFO comes for an inspection, he can immediately see that you're in compliance. So I don't know what more we can do, and you get, so for a pistol safe, a B1 safe, you would require a single set. For a B2 safe, which is a rifle safe, you'd require 2 sets, because there's got to be 2 bolts in the back and 2 bolts in the floor, or 2 bolts in one side wall and 2 bolts in another wall of the safe. So you receive all of this absolutely free of charge from GOSA. With our compliments, you just have to arrange your own shipping, or we can courier it to you.
At your cost, eh?
At your cost, yes, of course. But that's it. There's your entire pack. You can be compliant, and you can be happy, and your DFO can be happy, and he can see that you're compliant, and you can prove it at all times. So the stuff is available. Get hold of events at gosa.cosa, Hannes's email address, and Hannes will gladly courier the stuff to you, or arrange for you to pick it up here. We're actually busy working on something where we're going to go around a couple of our biggest supporting gun shops, the guys that constantly help us out. And we're going to drop off packs at those gun shops with a little poster. So the guys can put that in front there, and if they want to be compliant, there's your stuff. And you can pick it up there on production of your GOSA membership certificate on your cell phone. So that's all great. That's all good stuff. And then what happened last week Friday, why we couldn't actually have the live show last week Friday, we were running around like chickens with our heads chopped off. This whole thing that's been going on since forever, where the police misunderstand the law regarding validity of competence. The law, as it came out in 2000, as the Act was enacted in 2004, said that your competence lasted, the validity of your competence was 5 years. Then we pointed out to the police that in actual fact the law was contradictory, because in the law it states that you may not hold a license if you don't have the appropriate competence. Now a license can be valid for 10 years. So if you got your license if your license is still valid for 10 years, it demands that you have an underlying competence that's valid for 10 years. Police didn't understand this, but they eventually understood it. So in 2006 they brought out the Amendment Act, which amended that. It took away all the periods associated with competence, and it merely referred to that competence is valid for the period of validity of the license that's attached to it. Solves the problem entirely. However, the police's training material was never updated. So they're still running on the training material from the pre-amendment days. And their training material still refers to competence expiring after 5 years, which it can't. By function of law, it just can't. So not only that, but the police are incredibly intransigent and to admit that they've made a mistake on anything. So they won't admit that they've made a mistake. So they've carried on with this fiction. They write internal memos confirming that the competence expires after 5 years, not realizing that their internal memos are actually in blatant conflict with the actual law, which is, shock horror.
I'm sorry, the dog is playing.
The dog's found his squeaky ball. Now he wants us to play with him.
Welcome to the circus.
Welcome to the circus. So the staff in the office, have the dog putting his ball in their bags and then barking at them because they don't want to play with him. Thank you, Ajay.
Sorry, guys.
I've never seen such a toy-obsessed dog.
And he's not a youngster anymore.
He ain't a youngster. In any case. Yeah. So the whole problem has been, people keep saying, oh, why don't you take the police to court? Okay, so there's got to be an actual plaintiff, a claimant, an applicant, somebody that in his name says, well, I've been screwed over. You need to address this. Otherwise, the court won't look at it. You know, we got that incident against the police before.
I'm sorry, it's a real circus.
Which was then one of the reasons why it was overturned in the Supreme Court of Appeal, was because we didn't actually have a claimant. We went on behalf of everybody.
I'm just seeing the glass cake flying. Sorry. Okay.
Anyway, so now we actually have an applicant. We have a claimant. We have a plaintiff. We have somebody that's prepared to stand up and say, and he was screwed over. So we have somebody that's prepared to say, no, hang on a second, let's take this to court. I'm prepared to take this to court. And we've managed to convince our external counsel to do it on a risk basis, so he's not going to charge the client anything.
Sorry.
Oh no.
I'm sorry, this is really funny. No, the grass is being licked by the stubby. Sorry, guys. This is such a serious.
We apologise. Okay, but we've got a claimant, we've got a plaintiff, we've got an applicant, so we're off to court. So this will settle this once and for all. The law is incredibly clear. I mean, there's no doubt about it. The police have become confused about this. Just points to their stupidity. It's incredibly clear. So our attorneys have actually agreed to take this on risk. And to get an attorney to take it on risk they've got to be absolutely certain.
Because it went against it actually went to appeal.
So we took it on appeal. The client took it on appeal, and the
appeals board said what?
The idiotic chairman, the chair of the appeals board, so-called advocate, so-called Shandu, concurred with the decision to refuse the license on the basis that the competence had expired. So that's everything is played into our hands. We've got it in writing from SAPS. We've got it in writing from the appeals board. It's going to be.
What's the timeline on this? Do you know?
Well, I know that our notice of motion has already been drafted.
Oh, fantastic.
So it will be served in due course, and then we wait for a court date. So that's going to happen. That's happening in real time, guys. It's going to solve one of the major points of contention that we've been struggling with for years and years and years, and hopefully it will be another nail in the coffin in terms of forcing the police to actually listen to us when we tell them they're making twits of themselves. You know, we're not trying to be nasty to the police, but oh God. But anyway.
Can I sorry,
yes.
Do you want to finish up?
No.
Can so Girls on Fire, lots of very interesting stuff happening with us. So watch out. We will know the date for the hopefully for the Top Shot for this year soon. Yes. And we'll start fundraising for that. There's just a lot of very interesting stuff. There's for the 16 days of action, we're doing some short videos with key points out of it is really bad. Key points out of the different videos. So please watch out and support us in watching it's less than 1 minute videos.
Right. We discovered that the less than 1 minute is the key to getting big distribution.
And then if you want to, usually I put the video that is the bigger video as a link there. Oh goodness me. And I think before glass goes flying, because there's a piece of glass staying there where he's putting his ball, let us maybe call it a day.
Let's wrap this up, guys.
So thank you very much.
Thanks for watching. We appreciate.
And sorry for the circus, and we'll see you on the other side next week. Cheers.